As you know, this is 30 frames a second. And today the issue is preparedness, specifically firearms preparedness, and how it relates to black people, the black man, the black woman. And I can't think of a more prepared individual from a holistic point of view than the brother I'm about to introduce. He has focused on education, technology, certainly physical fitness, and he has used his experience to prepare us in terms of firearm preparedness. He brings with him one of his, well, I'm reluctant to call her a student, but Crystal Energy. And they're monkeying around with something, so I'm supposed to stall. But I'm through stalling, I believe. So, Brother Ashante, my brother, it's good to have you here at 30 frames a second. If you got a little late for the opening, Brother Ashante is Chief Operator, Owner, Operator, what would you call yourself? President, C.E.O. Anyway, the company is Fitness, Fuel, and Fire. And if that doesn't tell you everything about what this brother is doing, I don't think anything will. Fitness, Fuel, and Fire, specifically the firearms. Why did you decide to impart that information to our community specifically?
Well, it seems that it was done out of necessity, actually. You know, we're looking back and looking at the situation with the families and how unprotected the families are. And that was a void in our community. You know, we look at other issues and deal in other areas, but no one specifically targeted firearms training in our community. So I just felt out of necessity, the universe just gave it to me and I just went with it.
You're sitting here with a sister.
Yes.
Why?
Because it is, as a warrior, we as men, we tend to leave our women out of the battles a lot of the times. And I think warriors, they're sitting right in our sisterhood. And when I was introduced to Sister Crystal, she specifically stated, and this was one of the things that attracted me to her insofar as wanting to bring her on board. And with this project here, it was like, you do know that a lot of the brothers leave us out. And you do everything and you just leave us out. And we're warriors too. And it was the look on her face when she made that statement to me. I was like, you know what? I would like you to be down with this project here. And she's been a loyal soldier from the go.
Sister Crystal, I don't want to talk around you because you are certainly confident enough to speak for yourself. Why did you choose to go this route?
Since I was a kid, I've always had an interest in guns, you know. And I never knew a place to go to, a trainer, where to start. It wasn't until I teamed up, you know, and found Fitness, Fuel, and Fire and took the basic pistol class and have gone on to assist with a lot of the classes that we teach. And I'm training now to become an instructor. So it's a lot of fun. It's very empowering. So our mission is to really empower and to educate anyone that is interested in firearms training. For home defense, for self-defense, for sport, for recreation, for competition. It's a whole new world that we are really not exposed to as much. So, and again, it's a lot of fun. It's exhilarating. It's exciting to actually hit the target where you're aiming and get better with practice. So that's why I'm here, and I want to help and teach other women and children to come and train up and do the same thing.
The black woman has a specific history in our community for firearm preparedness, for being front and center in the struggle. Surely Harriet Tubman made no bones about she was not going to let you mess up this program.
That's right. Better get in line.
You live in a time where sisterhood is literally put to the test from multiple fronts.
Absolutely.
Case in point, they are kidnapping black women every single day, and it is an issue, and there's an epidemic of this, certainly in the United States, but there seems to be an epidemic of this globally.
Right.
Did that factor into your thinking at all?
Well, I've come from, martial arts background, so self-defense has always been in the forefront of my mind, so this was taking it to the next level. So it's all about self-preservation, self-defense, taking care of your body, protecting yourself, and it all goes in line with what we do, So this is just another extension of, progression of what I was doing anyway,
Brother Ashante, talk to us about discipline, because one of the issues that we have as a people, especially black men in particular, is a lack of focus and discipline. And again, I am speaking specifically.
Yes.
To focused and disciplined black men. I'm not right now. I'm not talking to folks, like I said, who can't be trusted with a plastic spoon fork. I'm talking about taking a holistic approach, just like I take a holistic approach toward technology. How you've taken a holistic, all your life have taken a holistic approach to things like art, culture, technology,
yes,
physical fitness, and now firearms. You've added that to your gigantic biography. Talk to us about
but the discipline piece, for me, I find firearm training is an extension of personal training. And it's the same mindset. It's the same discipline that goes into with martial arts, because it's the same discipline that goes into working out, having a workout regimen. You have to be disciplined. You have to maintain your diet. You have to go when you don't want to go, okay? So these are levels of discipline that goes along with it. And I also find you're more so disciplined, and I'm talking about the ones who are balanced in spirit. You're more so disciplined because you understand the consequences that go along with this responsibility now of being a firearms owner, okay? So you're not going to be reckless because you stand to lose a great deal. So I take in and look at it from a perspective of it allows me to become more disciplined, more controlled, you know what I mean? Because with this burden comes a great responsibility. And again, like from talking with Sister Crystal, when she goes, it's just like being a martial artist, knowing that I have hands that are registered weapons, but I don't normally go out and look to hurt someone with this because I need this discipline. So that's how I look at it, and it's a wonderful, wonderful life, man.
Right. I saw a video of you working with an elderly sister.
Yes.
Specifically in teaching her how to hold the weapon, because there's a proper way to hold it.
Yes.
The inclination is, childhood cowboys and Indians, you put your finger on the trigger, that's almost instinctive. And tell us about that, because you work with all age groups and sizes and
everything, brother. But a lot of the things you mentioned comes from television and how it tends to plant things in your mind. But true gun lovers, gun enthusiasts who are really into the art of shooting, understand this. And it comes with a level of comfort. And the first thing we wanted to assist the elder mother in is being comfortable, feeling it, being comfortable holding this metal in your hand and knowing the things that can be done as a result of this. And once her comfort level rises, we take her through the whole level of training, proper grip, proper handling, proper breathing, okay? And now she's talking about, I'm ready to go to the gun range, okay, and I'm ready to take her. Okay, and then we do babies. We start at 5 years old. It's about teaching them, and
Right.
if you introduce them and make them aware of it, then it's no longer a mystery, and it doesn't become something that they want to get into. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, just in terms of educating and teaching the safety, proper safety protocols for handling any firearm, what to do, and it erases the fear, and you see the children get some confidence, like they know what they're doing. They know now when they pick it up, their finger stays on the frame. You see them getting more confident in their stance and getting really serious about it, like any other discipline, any other science or art that you learn. You have to be serious. It's a whole new world, new vocabulary, and new safety precautions and techniques, especially with something like this that can cause yourself harm or someone else. So we do dry fire practicing in classes for the children, just again, to get them comfortable. There's no curiosity. They know what it is. The mystery's over, and it's like, okay, it's another tool, and now I know how to use it safely.
I find that the primary driver of fear is ignorance.
Indeed.
Yes.
That when you don't know a thing, you're afraid of it. I mean, that could be a mouse. That could be literally riding a horse. That could be anything that you are ignorant of. You fear. Once you are exposed to it, once you conquer your fear and go through the discipline of learning that thing, then everything becomes much, much easier, whether it's riding a horse or jumping out of an airplane in a parachute or
I encourage anyone who has any preconceived notions about firearms training, I suggest you give Fitness Fuel and Fire a call. Because this is, I'm going to say from a personal, it's the most amazing experience I've had as an adult, because the levels of this thing here, just getting your gun permit, let's take that, you get your gun permit. Do you know how many doors open up to you once you legally get your gun permit on a professional level? Most people take their gun permit, I got my gun permit, I can conceal carry, or I can buy me a firearm. But they're not aware of how many other wonderful career opportunities that come. And I'm not talking about in a paramilitary organization. I'm not talking about tying yourself onto the police force. I'm not talking about that, because they can't shoot, and they are not trained. They are trained late.
and they are undisciplined.
Oh,
They don't
brother.
know. More importantly, than they seem to have trouble in discerning when to shoot and when not to shoot, and that comes from being disciplined
and the training.
Right.
It's amazing.
Right.
It's amazing, and I'm trying to sit here and tell the people you need to experience this, like long-range shooting. Brother, they have scholarships that they give to children, shooting scholarships, 4-year scholarships.
Yes.
What we're in the middle of trying to put together is an inner city competition shooting team. Black and Latino children that will be tied on to other shooting programs, legal skeet shooting, target shooting programs, okay? Offering them the opportunity to travel all around the world. And we've conquered everything else. That will be toys to our babies.
Yes.
There are competitions and shooting clubs that don't have any African American or Latino or Latin
For the last 50
members.
years.
Yes.
Right.
And we want to open these doors for the children, because again, it's an art, it's a science,
Right.
and the discipline. And then we want to teach other shooters to come back into the community and teach this discipline.
Yes.
Right.
It's a magnificent art, and I'm encouraging anyone who would like to try it to give us a call, because it's nothing like it. And what can come as a result of it is amazing. You get your levels on your gun permit. Level 1, you get security card. 2, you get blue card. 3, you get your bail enforcement. Then you get a gold level. Man, the door's open for you.
Right.
And Yes.
Tell us about some of the kind of opportunities, some of the kind of people that you are looking to come with you
Yes.
And work, because you mentioned archery, you mentioned, well,
Yes.
tell us about some of the things you're talking about.
We're looking for the professionals, we're looking for the nurses, we're looking for the doctors, we're looking for the lawyers, we're looking for the single mothers with clean backgrounds.
Right. Right.
You're home alone. Even for the brother who is working 2 jobs that has a wife and a family, but you're doing double shifts and you're leaving the family alone while you're making the money to keep a roof over their head. And much respect to you for that.
Right.
But why don't we take that love one more step?
Right.
Prepare your family for when Baba is not in the home, that they can protect themselves if, God forbid, a situation would rear its ugly head. When you look at the straight talk for straight results, the average response time, I'm understanding, is 9 to 12 minutes when you call the police. Do you know what can be done to you and your family within 3 minutes?
Oh, forget about the police.
No, I'm just talking about.
Call the police.
I'm talking about putting your family in a position where if a circumstance would arise, we're not talking about, I'm talking about you have to be in a position to protect and do for yourself. That's what I'm talking about. I encourage every father, get your child trained up in firearm safety. Every father, every man with the family, I'm talking about to every man. If you love your family like you say you do, I would encourage martial arts, yes. Boxing, yes. Yes, I want that too. However, we're living in a time where you need to up your game.
Right. We like to talk about how much money people have, and we're always like bringing this one up. We got like the top 2 that we always bring up, Jay-Z and Oprah. And I like to say this: if you take that to a sports analogy, you have 2 people that have been voted to the All-Star team of money on a perennially losing team.
Nice.
Your team never wins a championship. People are coming from all over the world and shooting ahead of your team in terms of their group, their ethnic group, progressing, getting education, learning different things.
Yes, sir.
And we have come to a place where we don't even have a vision of anything other than I want to be a policeman, I want to be a preacher. In spite of the fact that there's a couple of thousand cable channels, and on those cable channels you tune in and you see white folks going all over the world, not just in chess championships, but shooting archery.
Yes, sir.
They're in Africa, they're oceanographers going to the bottom of the sea, they're checking out the meerkats.
Yes, sir.
Our children need to be prepared on the same level, especially when you look at the fact that we are outmoneyed and outgunned against an intractable adversary, hell-bent on making sure that we do not progress. So to have you on, talking about firearm preparedness in the way you are is tantamount to what we are trying to present here, because you are really showing us the possibilities.
It's just one level of what's out here. Before, we've been misled in this whole arena. We have not been told the truth. What I'm suggesting is that we take advantage of what we have to offer right now. Another thing I want to talk about here. We have the opportunity to make instructors. If you are interested in becoming a firearms instructor, we are in a position to do the class to make you instructor. We will give you the training. If you're interested in becoming a range safety officer, we do the classes for range safety officer. If you're a range safety officer and you're looking to up your game to a chief range safety officer, we offer that class. We offer shotgun training, certification. We offer rifle training, certification. We've just recently submitted our curriculum to the state to become state-accredited firearm safety instructors. This takes it to a whole nother level. So we're on the educational end of this whole firearm safety program. In one aspect of it, we're into the training, doing the range, doing paper targets. I'm more into sniper training. I'm more into AR-15 training. I'm into more of that real work, close quarter combat business.
Yeah, we go. We're gonna talk about that. Yeah, the picture said.
So
people ain't joking.
But we offer so many things that if you want to be a part of this, come on and get any training that you're interested in. One more thing, I want to tell the people of New York City. New York City is the hardest place to get a concealed carry license, okay? But you can get your firearm license. You can get a premise license, you can get a carry business license, you can get a limited carry license, you can get a special carry license here, and you can get a restricted carry. They offer other opportunities. Get your premise license first. That allows you to have your firearm in your home. It allows you to go to to gun ranges in New York, and if you properly store it, you could go to other states to shoot, okay? One more thing. The easiest thing for you to get, if you feel that you have a problem, apply for your long gun license, which is your shotgun rifle license, and you don't have to go through as much scrutiny. These are the things you need to know, okay? You can get your firearm license in New York. They do the CCW classes throughout New York, which says you can get your concealed carry, all right? So don't be put off by what you think you know. Give us a call. We'll be more than happy to clarify any questions you may have. And I promise you this, if I can't answer your question, I know people that will answer it for you, all right? Don't be put off by what's in your mind. Give us a call, and any questions you may have, we'll be happy to answer them for you.
Yeah, and we're actually having a gun permit drive right now. So our goal is to help register 1,000 new people to get their gun permit by the new year. So again, if you're 18 and over, no felonies, no violent misdemeanors or anything like that, take advantage of the rights that you do have. Come get the training, get your paperwork, have it legally. If you never need to use it, great. But if you do need to use it, you'll have it and you'll be ready.
And we also want to stress the importance of follow-up training. You must train. If you even have your concealed carry license and it's just sitting in your safe, in your closet behind your personables, it's not doing you any good. You need to know proper storage. You need to know strategic placement throughout your home. You need to start blowing the dust off this thing, this tool you haven't used since you've gotten it.
To protect your life with.
You need the proper training. You need to know how to acquire your sights. You need to know what that white front sight, that dot on the front sight, what it does and how to use it. These are the things that we offer. We do dry fire training with no live ammunition. We'll do a 2-hour class with you, and I guarantee you, once you do this class, we'll take you to the firing range right after class, and everything, I guarantee you, it's the same science.
Sister Crystal, didn't I see a video with you long gunning it?
Yes. I've had a chance to shoot a few different things, so it's been a lot of fun, from handguns to rifles to automatic weapons.
Suppressed,
yeah.
red dot.
Suppressors, the quiet stuff. So
Excellent, the quiet stuff. Yeah, quiet
Sneak attack. You know?
I'm glad you mentioned how to store your weapons.
Yes.
And you mentioned kids. And when I said one of the biggest problems is ignorance, I mean that sincerely.
Yes.
You have a lot of people, you have an epidemic almost of children gaining access to firearms, taking it to school. They don't know what it is. They don't know what to do with it. They don't know when to use a firearm, how to use a firearm, and more specifically, when not to use a firearm. You work with young people. Tell me, get into that.
That is the most gratifying part of the work that we do. because the children are coming up in a Xbox time. I don't know how to say it, the technological. So they're already familiar with it, and they're like fish in water. So they already know, and it's just the basic breathing techniques, the proper grip. You know, they're not turning the weapon, and they're the ones that we need to really, really save. So we offer a dry fire training class for children. Get with us. We will show your babies the right way. We'll come in. We will talk to them about proper gun safety, proper gun handling, what to do when you find a firearm lying around, what not to do. Do not pick it up. Do not touch it. And God forbid, do not ever find a firearm and you turn it towards your face. Ever. Never look down the barrel of a gun, ever. There are protocols on how a gun is to be handled to you. So anytime the breech of a semi-automatic weapon is closed, you do not know whether or not a round is in the chamber. This is how most of the children wind up losing their lives, because they are not aware of these things. Okay? And so this is, again, about the training. It's about the proper teaching, and these are the things on an organic level is what we want to offer to our community. We will come to your community center. We are not advocating any gun violence. We're not advocating that we do anything stereotypical that has been put out in mass media about our behavior in this area. We are a developed and intelligent people. All we need to be is taught the right way, and we will know what to do. This isn't rocket science. This isn't rocket science. Proper gun handling and firearm safety isn't rocket science. It's just about being taught the right way. Proper safety, proper storage. So yes, the babies are our primary. However, we're trying to institute a program for the hearing impaired. We're putting a shooting program together as we speak for the hearing impaired. I saw something really interesting, and I think that would work. I want to work with the people who are handicapped, that can sit in wheelchairs. However, if they're able, I want to put together a program, an inner city program, and I'm available for that. I will give my time for that. I will come to any facility and put together a program that will allow them to come to the gun range.
And experience that.
Yes. Our elders, former military people, you forget they were young, but they're just older now, and they're older, they're not moving around, but there are some things that bring back that good energy. We're open for that. We're open to come and retrain them again, and to show them the proper way, and to actually bring them out to the range, and if they got enough stamina, we always go out and have dinner.
You sense of purpose.
Yes, sir. And it's always about giving back. And that's what this is about. And if I may take advantage of this opportunity one more time, we're looking for people who are EMTs, who are certified CPR, AED trainers. We have a program in Brooklyn where we work with the babies. And we are looking to do a CPR AED class for the children to certify our babies in first aid. And any help that you can offer to us, we would really, really, really appreciate it, because a lot of the children are with grandma and nana in the house, and if grandma falls out, they don't have the proper tools in the toolbox to assist. If you're EMT training, you got military training, please give me a call, because we want to do bullet wound packing classes. We talk guns, but not many people are ready. If you get shot, what do you do? So we're looking to tie this program on to medical people, to medical training, all right? So this is not just about guns and shooting and all that. No, this is an all-inclusive, very extended program that we're willing to offer. So all we need to do, we want to just add rooms onto the house. And if you have any services that you could provide to make this program stand stronger, we will welcome your help, especially from the medical field. So anybody who does CPR training, please contact us. We could really use your help, because we have a lot of children who are enthusiastic, and who knows, this may open up a whole new career path for some of the babies that didn't even consider it, that will be on the rebound from gun training. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's been my experience because a lot of times we have this, I like to say we've hit a wall in a lot of instances, and we are quick to tell our children, well, you don't need to know this and you don't need to know that. And that is not helpful and counterproductive.
True.
I have found that if you can become disciplined in any one thing, especially something that you would enjoy, you become better and more disciplined at everything. If you learn a musical instrument, if you love music and you learn the instrument, you become better at math. You become, each discipline makes you more disciplined
In another area.
at almost everything.
I love it. I love it.
Almost
I love
everything.
it.
You can apply that to almost
Yes, sir.
anything.
Yes, sir.
So I never, ever, ever discourage anyone from actually doing the work to learn
Yes.
anything, because ultimately,
Yes.
from a holistic point,
Yes.
it makes us stronger and
Indeed,
more productive.
Indeed. We talk about survival. If they call it, if things hit the fan and we have to go out in the bush to survive, can you skin an
Right.
animal?
Right.
Can you clean a chicken? Can you catch frogs? Do you know what part of the frog to cut off to throw into the fire to eat? These are necessary tools that we need to add to the toolbox. You look, how can you live off the grid?
Right.
Do you have a few things, solar panels, solar things to charge? Listen,
Right.
there are examples that are being shown to you right in front of your face as we talk right now,
Yes.
that is saying that people have been underprepared.
Right.
And we need to really get it together as soon as possible on all levels.
Right.
We are talking about archery. If you're in a when it hits the fan situation and everybody's out trying to survive, sometimes you cannot use your rifle to
Right.
shoot long distance because you
Right.
scare the game away all around.
Right.
Then you're going to make enemies because everybody's trying to survive in the same area. Then this is when your archery training come in, because then you use compound bows and archery, silent weapons, where you're not scattering the game. I would really, really like to get with other clubs, hunting clubs, fishing clubs, where we could take the babies out on the boat to teach them how to fish. I'm interested in getting with other hunting clubs and other gun clubs that will take the babies out and we can go hunting and do deer and show them how to skin the deer, how to separate the meat. I am open to all of these things because all of this is organic and all of this has medicinal benefits. And we need to take away the stigma from just gun training because it's so far, much further than that. So I'm asking to be looked at in a proper light. I'm just doing my part. And I know from my soul what I'm doing is right. All right? Our people need to get on board with this program. There's nothing threatening about it. This is life teaching, life-saving work. Yeah. I got my sister on board to encourage the other sisters to come on. I got a couple of little young brothers and sisters that I'm trying to train up to encourage the young brothers and sisters to come on board. Mm-hmm. We got a book that my sister and I put together, a gun safety book for children. We can't find an illustrator. I can't find an illustrator that's willing to work with us. We got a multi-generational relationship in a storybook on child gun safety. And it's centered around 3 generations of grandma, daddy, and the children all coming up under gun training and safety. I need an illustrator.
Just a personal story. I have a nephew. And when he was in New York, he was struggling with the New York way of life. He had an opportunity as a young man, not as a child. You know, he had difficulty with New York wild oats, but as a young man. He had the opportunity to go to, I think, Oregon or someplace. White folks is hunting deer, they skinning deer. I mean, teenagers can whack a deer with one shot.
7.
Right. His whole life and his whole lifestyle
Yes.
and his appreciation for life
Yes.
has changed because now he is raising his children to understand what it means to live in an atmosphere where you are free, that you are prepared. He has a job in computer technology, so it's not like he's just Davy Crockett from 1800.
Talk about it.
But when you become prepared, this is what I was saying before, and this is a personal story.
Talk to me.
When you become prepared at something
Yes.
and learn to love it, you respect the thing that you love.
Yes.
You learn the thing that you love, and you become better at everything else.
Yes.
So it is very, very
Yes.
fundamental. It is important that we up our game as black men and black women and
yes.
are more disciplined and responsible.
Yes, we want to offer. We are networking with an archery program. We want more youth. If you have an archery program in the city, contact us. Okay, we have some children that'll be in need of your services. Okay, and this is for long-term survival. Give us a call. We have some wonderful ideas. We're just looking to network. We're looking to branch on to other ideas because everybody has a discipline and everybody plays a position, okay? We want to change lives for the better, okay? We're into the programs to try to help these babies get it right, all right? We want the sisters, if you're watching, please give us a call. Don't call with empty foolishness. This is real business. If you're into family, you're trying to protect yourself, we offer you what you need.
Yeah, we have a all-women's gun club called Queens of Caliber, so we're looking for more members for that. We also have Kings of Caliber, and we'll be starting Children of Caliber soon. So it's an opportunity to come out and enjoy the sport of firearms, get introduced with it, meet other people that are in the same thing, and it's just fun, fun, family, firearms training
Right.
for everyone.
Right.
All ages, 5 to seniors, we take care of.
Yeah, I don't know how this is going to be perceived, but when you go to the gun range, you're usually in the minority.
Right, right.
But when you're there, there's just somehow for that moment the lines are blurred.
Yes.
It's like, oh,
Right.
you here with your son?
Right.
This is really a wonderful thing.
Right.
Come over here and try this. And that's the one time I'm okay. We're not talking about what happens after you leave out the door.
Yeah, when you go out the
We
door,
won't
but
talk
you
about
need
that.
that discipline to deal with what's on
you
when
understand?
you leave that door.
But it's a wonderful thing, and it's like rare when they see us as Africans come into the gun range. One more thing. Someone needs to sit down and talk with Fitness, Fuel, and Fire because there are opportunities where we can own our own gun range.
And
We
it's
can
so
look.
needed, yes.
We need a facility where it's open to everyone. Okay,
Correct.
all demographics are welcome. Do not start that. But we need someplace where we will be
always
treated and always welcome.
Yes.
We're going to have a high standard of business. Don't get me wrong. It will not be that lower natured madness.
Right.
But we can develop and create a situation that is on par with some of the wonderful places this sister and I had the honor of traveling to see. We need our own facility. And I am not talking about a building. I'm talking about a whole warehouse where we can do a
Right.
training firearms academy.
Right. Some acreage.
On some,
Right,
we're
right.
talking about some real big plans here. We're not just talking about on those small time business. I have no interest
Right.
in an indoor little smoke-filled room
Right.
basement.
Right.
When we could take it to levels that no one has even dared to imagine.
Right. Right.
I'm sitting here, I'm looking for any of the sports stars that are into shooting. Contact Fitness, Fuel, and Fire.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
We have ideas.
A lot of them could use a little discipline.
Indeed. If you are one of these hedge fund investors,
Right.
brother, sister, Latin,
Right.
we are looking to network. We are looking to learn. We have an opportunity that is going. I know a brother I met out in Utah when we went out to do the Utah firearms instructor program. We went out to Utah. I met a brother in Boston.
third only black firearms gun dealer in Boston. Beautiful human being, wants to work with us. Okay, there are wonderful networking opportunities. When I was out in Utah, I went for a 2-day event. Okay, it was about 200 to 300 instructors. There was only 6 black men. I unified us. I got all of the numbers. I brought us all out in the hallway. Not that this is about me, but it was a wonderful opportunity and a pregnant moment in our reality to bring soldiers together. Like vibrations, like energy. What's your name, brother? There's only 6 of us here, so we need to talk. And they all brought something different. SWAT training, military training. So they brought different disciplines. And these are the things we need to network with.
Right.
I'm looking for soldiers. Come join. Come help. Now I'm not talking about foolishness, but we can use you as an instructor.
No, we could use you as an example, as a mentor, as an instructor.
Yes.
Let me say this because this sister here, a lot of black men are a total mess. I mean, they really could use a few hours at the woodshed. And one of the things about having a sister like you here, disciplined in martial arts, firearms, knows how to carry herself, it ups our game because you can't come to a sister like that if you're a mess. I mean, you got to be able to represent yourself. So when you perform on this level, we are forced with adapt or die.
Speak about it, brother.
So true.
You know,
Speak about it, brother.
I appreciate that. I really do.
And you can't imagine how it is for me because you're talking about like a rare find. That again, you must be a soldier about this business.
Right.
Some of us talk about it, but are you able to? And when you're in the fire, can you function at a high level? And this is one of the things that we're looking for: more women of caliber. We ain't looking for this ain't no damn dating service where you think you're gonna come rolling up in here and trying to find fine sisters. That's about. This is not what this is about. It's like the nation is disciplined when it comes to the women.
Correct.
Okay, we're not playing around here. We are in the life-saving business, and we need like vibrations, and the sisters need to be treated with respect by you, brother.
Right.
So when you coming in and seeing us an instructor with beautiful hips and with a 45 on a hip at the range, respect and honor what it is that she stands to offer and what you can learn from this woman. All right. So my thing as a brother, and my thing with Fitness, Fuel, and Fire is I want to empower the sisters more because I really found when I was training for my bail enforcement certification, we were always on the range, and I just saw a few of the sisters come in, and I just thought it was just a magnificent sight. So something hit me in the Kundalini, bro. And I was like, what I want to do with this project is I want to empower sisters. This is not about no sex. And I'm looking to this camera. And for me, I have control of my naps and my lower nature, but I am into this life-saving work, and I need more sisters because the last thing you're going to be expecting is to travel with a woman coming out of her bag on some 45 caliber.
And I just before I give it to you, I just want to throw this in. For better or worse, our families on a large scale is in disarray. I have nothing against whatever movement you're in, and I understand the feminist movement. But in terms of the black community, the black male, by and large, goes through the black female. A lot of children, not just girls, but boys, go through households that are completely headed, financed, and educated by women. If the black woman provides the kind of leadership disciplined leadership to the black men coming up, they won't be a total mess when they get out there and are required to perform in this world. So when the black woman actually gets her thing together and goes out and learns these disciplines, she, unlike a lot of black men who take it wherever they're going, the black woman brings it home. She brings it to her children. And that is the key to our legacy, our destiny, and our dynasty.
Yes.
You know.
Yes, the woman is the first teacher, the first healer, and the first protector. And a lot of times, you know,
Right.
she's with the women, with the children by herself. So it's important that she knows how to defend herself and her family and her home.
Right.
You know? And again, if this is available to you, take advantage of your rights and get the proper training so that you will be confident in what you're doing, you know, and be confident in protecting yourself, you know, defending yourself.
And to add on to what the sister is saying, a lot of the brothers seem to be intimidated by women who want gun training.
Right.
The brothers will take
Right.
it and won't, if they got access to it, won't give it to them. Come see me.
Yes.
Come, any sister that wants to train up, come see me.
Right.
I promise you, you will be trained up right. I have no fear in making you my equal. I have no fear in you even outgrowing me.
Yes.
Right.
Okay? Because if you've outgrown the sensei, I've done my work.
Right.
I'm in it. And this is life-saving work. This is not about vanity. Okay, this is when she came, she was like, so many brothers promised to take me, la la la, and they're afraid of your enthusiasm.
Yeah.
When a woman is enthused,
Right.
take me to the range, man.
Right.
Come.
Right.
That enthusiasm tends to
Right.
put them off a bit.
Right.
Well, it won't put me off.
Right.
We will train you.
Right.
We will invite you back. We got an event we're trying to put together for November the 10th. Couples night at the range. So we want to invite couples. Hit Fitness Fuel and Fire up via Facebook. Hit us up through our webpage. We're doing couples night at the range. We're trying to put an adult evening with some lounge music, good food. It's called Shoot, Then Sip. All
We
right?
have wine tasting after our time on the range.
Excellent.
Some
Excellent.
networking.
Excellent. Excellent.
And we want more events like that. We want to do Children's Day at the range. We want to do Brothers' Day at the range. We want to do Family Day. We need to start coming together.
Yeah.
Sisters, bring your children. Do not be put off by the stereotypes right now. Okay, because once they become involved, they will not go home and try to bring it out in this community. I promise you. It's like any other discipline. But we have so much work to do, and we're willing to do the work. I'm willing to do the work. If you got a business, you're into the service, give us a call. You want to say something?
Yeah, not only that, in terms of parents, like me, myself as a child, I came across a gun when I was like in 7th, 8th grade.
Right.
My mom didn't train me on how to handle that.
Right.
You know, so that's important too, and just in terms of safety, education. So even if you're not interested in guns or you don't want to get your permit, will you know how to handle it? What do you tell your children if they're at their friend's house and they come across a gun?
Right.
You know, and
Right.
parents can't be there all the time, so you need to teach your children, you know, proper safety
Right.
protocol. It's important.
Just the basics, just the basics. I mean, this thing, if we take away all of the stereotypes that have been placed on it and all of the ugly that has been placed on it, it's interesting. We had a book. Sister brought me a book, and we compared books, how children's books about guns in the black community compared to the gun safety books. And they got the
right,
guns looking like
right,
monsters.
right.
They got coffins. They got for black kids, grandmas in a coffin crying. And the white kids are happy,
Right.
smiling, got turkeys and hunting.
Right.
They're on their ear protection, their goggles, they're ready.
Right.
It's
right.
fun.
Little girls, popping them off.
Right.
Little girls.
Little girls.
Right. Right.
Pink,
Right.
dressed in
right.
pink. And we
Right.
need to do something about this.
Right.
Fitness, Fuel, and Fire wants to do a inner city youth shooting program. We will show your babies how to do John Wick work.
And get to Olympic status.
Yes.
They can compete at an Olympic
Say
level.
that again, because
Many people
we missed
forget.
it. Right.
We forget that this is an Olympic sport.
Right.
You know, we've excelled in track and gymnastics and now even tennis.
Negro show can't run.
You can shoot too. We just haven't had the opportunity to really get in the door like that. So we want to open this opportunity up to people to, to see what's available.
Right,
You know, Olympic
right.
style shooting
Right.
is available.
Yes.
Especially for our children. Full scholarships. There's so many opportunities available.
It's here.
Right.
It's here. I mean, again, there's already black gun clubs down in the South. If you see this video,
Yes.
network with me. We want to do field trips and bring children down. If you got a skeet shooting, shotgun, clay shooting competition team already in place, please let me have the templates. Allow us to stand on your shoulders. There's a lot of work to be done. There's a lot of fun to be had. Yes. There are so many opportunities. These children, they have Filipino shooting teams.
Right.
They have Asian shooting teams right here in America.
Right.
They have Filipino and Asian gun ranges right here in America. There's a whole market that if we do legally, proper, the right way, above the board, no stereotypical what you expect of brown-skinned people to do.
Right.
I am willing to network with demographics that has economic prowess that can help a institution flourish.
Right.
I am 100% because the Fitness, Fuel, and Firearm Safety Academy needs to happen.
Right.
It needs to happen. It has vision. Again, the next piece is going to be, watch, our hearing impaired program and the shooting for the hearing impaired. This is going to be so monumental. So monumental. Again, if you work in a facility and you're watching the show and you have an in to someone that works with the hearing impaired, I have a program already drafted up that I'm willing to submit to you. Pure safety, but we need to empower every member of our community. Every member of our community. And again, you said it has medicinal purposes. Who knows how empowering that may be for someone who can't hear, what it may do for them, okay? So again, it all has medicinal benefits, okay? And we want to take every aspect of the shooting game and not just one part of it. Not just one part of it, brother. You know, and again, I think it's limitless where we can go and what we can do. And so far as this with the community, Baba, it's just going to be fantastic.
We only got a couple of minutes left, and I want to make sure I give you an opportunity to let people know, again, impress people how to get in touch with you. But before I throw it to you, I just want to piggyback on something you said before. Okay. Growing up in Harlem as a young person, I had, and it wasn't nearly the world that we are in now, but I had many occasions where I found myself in possession of a firearm, an illegal firearm. Yes. What I was not in possession of was the discipline and the knowledge of my responsibility as a young black man to be able to know what I had, what I was supposed to do with it or not do with it, and learn what I had. We are in a time and a place where the availability of firearms for young people is overwhelming. It's overwhelming. However, the information, the training, the teaching, the knowledge of what your responsibility is as a human being, as a person of color, a black person, not a black person, black or brown person, specifically, that is hard to come by. We only got like a couple of minutes.
Before
so
you do
make
this,
sure
one more thing. Notice the correlation between the children getting misdemeanors and felonies earlier in age. So if you're getting violent misdemeanors at 7 and 8, or a felony at 15 or 16, And and before then they want to expunge it. That eliminates you forever from ever owning a gun legally in America.
Right. Okay, we got a little more than a minute. Take us out. Let us know how to get to you.
We're
and
Fitness, Fuel, and Fire. The fitness, we are both personal trainers. We offer personal training. The fuel is our nutrition and wellness and self-care. And the fire is firearms. So you can find us at fitnessfuelfire.com. You can reach us at 646-481-9787. You can check out our Instagram page, Fitness Fuel Fire, our Facebook page, Fitness Fuel Fire, and our YouTube page, Fitness Fuel Fire. Check out our updates, our videos, and please give us a call. Sign up for your classes, your training. Bring your family, your friends, your coworkers, and let's get started.
Help us out with our we're trying to register 1,000 people before the new year.
New gun permits.
A lofty goal.
It has been my pleasure to grace my audience with your company, with the privilege of your company. And like I said, fear, ignorance breeds fear.
Pretty much.
And we need to raise our level up. With that, I am so very, very pleased that you guys stopped by. Anything you want to add as we're...
No, this is just beautiful. Just take full advantage of what's out here for you right now, because they're trying to do away with it, and they're trying to take them away. So family, do yourself a favor. Take advantage of what you have in front of you while you can, okay? If you have a clean record, I can't say it any more than this. If you have a clean record, get it.
Better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it.
Again, I want to thank you, and this is Nat Wood from 30 Frames a Second. I am honored to be here and privileged to have an opportunity to bring people like this to you so that you can gain from their experience. We'll see you next week. Peace. We are out.
We are out.
Excellent.